Okay, just go into this. I think it's. Hey, Matthew.
He's playing on it again.
No, he told me to call. Oh, there we are. Matthew.
He's playing on this game.
He told me to call him if I need him. There we go. Never mind. He did. He told me to call him. He's playing his game. We're going to wait a few seconds and see if anybody shows up, and then we'll start. We're going to record this live, and what I'll do is I'll go back and download it and edit it and make it into a video that I will do, naming the babies. Hello, hello. It's good practice. It's good practice to talk in the camera. There's the camera.
There's not a lot of room here for us.
Well, I could zoom it out, but
No, it's not that. That still doesn't give us any more physical. Let's zoom out all the way to the outfield. You look good from the outfield. All right. You have a face for radio. Thank you.
So welcome to our live chat. Go ahead, and if you come, please just give us a hello in the box over in the chat section here. And we'd love to see you. There are 2 people here. Hello, just say hello. If you're here, just say hello in the chat box, please. Look.
I can't see.
There's 4 people. That means you, me, and 2 other people.
Oh, hi.
So I think they're waiting. Bill's here. Hi, Bill.
Hi, Bill.
Hello, Bill. So we're just going to wait a couple minutes. Bill, how are you? How are things in windy Las Cruces? You got the wind, and we got the storms.
Yeah.
Which was wild. It was wild.
It was, but I slept through it for the most part, didn't I?
You snored right through it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to start with our intro, so don't mind me. Hello, and welcome to... That wasn't supposed to make noises. Hello, and welcome to Maplewood Homestead. I'm Nancy.
And I'm David.
And we're really figuring out this YouTube thing. I'll tell you, the last 24 hours has been a wild ride.
If you've ever been to Disneyland and gone on the Toad ride, it's supposed to be the something Toad Wild Ride.
Toad ride, yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what we felt like. We heard the toads and frogs, croaking, and then all of a sudden nothing, and here comes the storms. It's no joke. I was out there.
I know.
Ribbit.
Everything got quiet?
Yeah, it's like the insects and everything else.
That's freaky.
The frogs, they got all quiet, and the storms were not far behind them, honestly. They were living it up, I guess, for a moment. They said, oh, party time's over.
Ooh. Well, before we get into all that, you're here on this video today because we are going to announce the names of our baby goats. We ask the help of you, our wonderful, amazing viewers, to help us name these beautiful little baby goats. And you did that. And those who entered names, regardless of whether we picked them or not, are entered into a raffle to win a Sentinel Soap prize. Now, I will probably have either you or I go run and grab what it is to show, but I might end up put it at the end of the video anyway. But anyways, the prize is one of our tallows, our goat milk lotion, and a soap. And I'm going to let the winner choose which one they want. So, and I will mail it to them. So without further ado, let's get started. And before we do, if you haven't watched our latest video, it's a little bit different than our regular homesteading videos, but very much a part of our homesteading.
Hi, Regina.
Hi, Regina. So our latest video was about going back carnivore, doing a carnivore comeback. And if you have a chance, if you could go over and look at that, I would really appreciate it. As a matter of fact, I made the first recipe from this book called Carnivore in the Kitchen today, because not only am I doing it, David and Matthew, they've been doing it a little bit less than me, time-wise, but I'm trying to make the food interesting and delicious so that we can stay faithful to it, because we've noticed definite health benefits from eating this way for us and our bodies, and I'm completely aware that everybody has to find what works for them. But in our family, and I don't know if it has to do with blood type, we're both O positive. And I've heard about eating for your blood type, so maybe that has something to do with it. But finding what works for us has benefited us, and yeah. So go watch that video if you have a chance, please. So without further ado, and because we've given some people some time to get here, do you think we should go over this whole baby naming thing?
Well, that's why they're here, is for the baby naming thing. Baby naming thing. And yeah.
And the raffle.
Oh, yeah, that raffle too.
Raffle. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
All right, so I'm going to try this. My son Matthew set up all the live streaming first. I'm going to hopefully do this correctly. So just bear with me. Let's see. Oh, I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to do that. And then I'm supposed to do this so that you guys see it. But I also need to do this. Okay? Okay. All right. Can you guys see? Let's see. Oh, yes, you see what I see. We're going to start this part of the video where we look at the goats, and I'm going to talk about it. Our first goat is, our first goat is Vincent Van Goat. Vincent actually found a home with a friend of mine. Oh, why is it not showing on the?
It's delayed.
Oh, that's why. So Vincent Van Goat is actually Maple's baby, my big herd queen. And a friend of mine is looking to start her own goat herd. Her name is Danielle. Hello, Danielle. And her husband, Brandon, and her daughter, Colby. Hi, Colby.
Hi, Colby.
I know Colby watches our videos, so I'm just going to mention her here. So here he is. This is little Vincent Van Goat. I love these colors. What are you guys thinking now? Isn't he beautiful? And I know he looks black. He's not black. He's like a chocolate color.
That was a different goat. I don't know what goat that was. That looked like a different goat.
I know. And let me just fast forward to... He's huge. Maple's babies were both 8 pounds, okay? Which is kind of crazy. And now we go to this next goat, which is goat number 1. Sorry, fast forwarding through. Goat number 1 is Maple's. Here we go. Maple's girl.
Yeah,
Here on the farm.
That was
She's
her
all
boy.
black
This
with
is
a
her
white spot on
girl.
her shoulder and a gray
she
spot on her
is
right
gorgeous.
front leg.
She is black. In the sun, you can tell their true colors. And she is gorgeous.
Baby goat
So let's back up with her. Let's back up to her for a little bit. All right. Actually, you know what I need to do, David? Thank you for being patient with me, our listeners. What I'm going to do is we're going to start with the names that people picked. Okay? Should we do that, or should I just run through the goats first?
Oh, look. See how that one says goat number 1? Maple's girl has got an arrow, so we know exactly, and the people know exactly what you're talking about. Because I'm all over the place.
I'm sorry. Okay.
I have one function here, to draw names.
This is why I need him. I need him in my life because he helps me to stay focused. I swear I'm ADHD. I really do. I really think I am. Can anybody else relate? Bill, Regina, can you relate? Or is it just me? And we have a third person here. If you could say hello, we would love to see who's on today. So, he's here for the witty banter.
Oh, good. Yes.
I'm glad to oblige. All right, you got to do drum rolls too.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I like this. I'm getting stage directions as it's happening. It was never in the script. That's live for you. Live. Welcome to live.
All right.
All right.
So David and I actually sat together today and went through all of the names and picked the ones we really liked the best. And so we're going to start with honorable mentions.
Yeah, because I thought this was really neat.
It was.
The honorable mentions, for those, can I share a little bit about what we do? Just real quick background on that. Is that we have an audience that we didn't know we had from time to time on the other side of the planet, okay? All the way in Taiwan. And so we have multiple students that we teach between adults and children, and some of them even watch our YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And they know a little bit about our farm.
If you don't know, David and I, that's what we do for work. We teach English as a second language to people in Asian countries, adults, kids, everything. So anyway, one of my students who I absolutely adore, her name is Joy. Joy, hello, because she watches my videos faithfully. And she sent in some great names. And so her honorable mention is for...
It's not on the camera. It'll go. It's delayed.
Right, is Joy. Joy gave us Chinese names that are common in Taiwan. And I don't even know which ones are girls and which ones are boys. But Shufen, Fumio, Chenghan, Yanting, and Guan Yu. That's the honorable mentions. I love that it would be a different whole theme that has to tie into our lifestyle. So I love that. For that reason, Joy in Taiwan.
Thank you.
Thank you. And you won our honorable mention.
That's right.
Okay. All right. And in third place. In third place is Mueller's Homestead submitted the Little Rascals names.
That's so fun.
She thought they reminded her of Little Rascals, and we thought this was kind of cute. So we have Spanky and buckwheat, which actually, that's an actual plant, and it doesn't grow wheat. It's an actual plant around here, and my goats love it, so that would actually be very appropriate. As well as alfalfa. Alfalfa is actually something the goats really love too. And I loved Darla and Marianne, and she gave us a bonus name of Jane. So Tracy over at Mueller's Homestead, thank you.
Thank you for that.
You came in third place. We love those names. Okay, ready? Ready? Second place names. Drum roll, please. He's such a great assistant. All right, drum roll, please. And we're also on TikTok, and we've made some TikTok friends. I know, sounds weird. Yes, I'm on TikTok. I figured China already had our information anyway. So we're on TikTok, and we do slightly different videos, but we've met some friends up there, Matt and Mary Campbell for Campbell's Canines, if you're interested in checking out their channel on TikTok. Also, Mueller's Homestead I met through TikTok as well, so you can check out her channel, and they both actually have YouTube channels here too, so you can check them out. But second place is Massachusetts Towns, as a nod to where Nancy is originally from.
That's right.
And so, David, can you read
Yes,
the names?
I will read backwards, upside down, and from behind the paper. I think, hold on. The first one is Boston. The second one is Milton. The third one is Quincy. The fourth one is Lynn. And the fifth one is Beverly.
Now, I have to admit, I was really wrestling myself between second and first. What about you?
Yes, because Boston names are pretty cool. Because of you, I'm in love with Boston. So there you go.
Yes. I converted him to the Red Sox. All right, so that's second place. Now here's the big one. Here's the big one.
Oh, drum roll. She looked at me, and I didn't know what I was supposed to do.
Drum roll, please.
All right, here we go.
And the winner is, and the names that we are choosing for our baby goats are space names. And this comes from Kendall over at Joyful Farmer. She has a very wonderful channel if you're interested in growing vegetables and flowers. And she suggested these space names. And we will go through, as you can see on the screen. I probably should have kept it big screen, but on the screen, you will see Maple's Girl. Maple's Girl is going to be named Aurora. And then, as you can see, she's all black with that one white spot. So I thought, wait a minute, I got it all mixed up. Anyways, I'm going to tell you the 5 names. Okay, let me get rid of this. We don't need all this.
No.
Okay.
I think that's gonna mess us up now at this point.
Okay. We may have to do the whole recording over, so you guys will have to like bear with us. All right.
And take individual pictures
Yeah.
and put it up.
Okay. I will do that. I'm gonna do this whole thing all over. Can you guys bear with me? Just bear with me.
But they
Joyful Farmer is here. Joyful Farmer, you won.
Yay!
First place names. Okay. So for our 5 goats that needed names still because we had Vincent Van Goat. Number 1 is Aurora. That is the girl with the, I mixed up the pictures. You know what I'm saying.
So the names don't match the pictures.
The order.
We're supposed to teach people who don't know how to speak English. We can't even speak English. Well, I don't know what that company was thinking. Lin Lin Chao. See, that's what it means. That's how you say in Chinese, to match.
Okay, so let's do these again.
What do you mean do these?
We're gonna do this because
Why?
I'm gonna use the live stream and edit it for.
They've already seen those.
All right, honorable mention, Joy from Taiwan. We love that she submitted these. She is a student of mine that I teach weekly. Her name is Joy. She's from Taiwan, and she gave us some traditional Taiwanese names in Chinese, because that's what they speak in Taiwan, is Chinese. And the names are Shufen, Fumio, Changhan, Yating, Guan Yu. Okay? I love them, but I'm not sure I could remember them. So my apologies, Joy, but it did deserve
I love it, though.
an
I love it.
honorable
Thank you.
mention.
Yes.
In 3rd place, from our friends over at Mueller's Homestead, she can be found both on TikTok and on YouTube. Tracy submitted Little Rascals names. We have Spanky, Buckwheat, Alfalfa for boys, which is really great because goats love to eat buckwheat. My girls do anyway. And of course, alfalfa, right. She gave us Marion and Jane as a bonus name. So I really love those. So thank you, Tracy from Mueller's Homestead. And in 2nd place, also people that I met on TikTok. And what caught my attention is I was scrolling through, I heard the Bostonian accent. And that stopped me. And then I've been talking to Matt and Mary Campbell of Canine Campbell's, which you can check out on TikTok if you're on TikTok. And if not, I want to thank you because their names came in 2nd, and they wanted me to give a nod to the towns of Massachusetts because that's where I'm originally from. So for boys, we have Boston, Milton, and Quincy, which was awesome, and then Lynn and Beverly for girls' names. Now, I have to tell you that I was really torn between the 2nd place and the 1st place.
Yeah.
1st place, drum roll again, please. Thank you. Was Kendall from the Joyful Farmer, and she is a joyful farmer. She is a joy. She gave us these 5 names as space names, and I love it. So we have Aurora, Orion, Apollo, Stella, and Rocket. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I said read it. Yes. Yes. Yes.
And so we thank you. Thank you. Our babies are named finally. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo. And thank you for letting me run through that again. So this is what we're going to do. The first goat, let me remember what we named. Okay, so get that the
This
name
one?
list again. Yeah.
This one?
I am going to run through the video and show you who's named what. Okay? So the strawberry, I'm not going to do it. Because I'm going to make you guys all dizzy.
And
Sorry.
you didn't pre-prepare that.
I didn't pre-prepare it. Yesterday's tornado fiasco, I don't know if I'm the only one, but we had a couple incidences when we first moved here that made us kind of, okay,
gun shy.
I say us, but I really mean me.
That's okay.
Gun shy, I don't know if gun shy is
I don't
paranoid.
know. I don't know what words you associate. Anxiety for sure. That every thunderstorm you think is going to be a tornado-producing storm.
Well, no, I don't think.
Not anymore.
storm.
Not anymore.
But at the beginning,
the
beginning, I did. Maybe we should tell this story real quick of our experiences here in Tennessee.
Well, maybe we could do it afterwards.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay, if you weren't here earlier, David's job is to keep me focused because I'm a bit ADD, and that's okay. Now, that's self-diagnosed, and it could just be age.
I had diagnosed it for years, but I'm no doctor.
I came into him the other day and I said, and this is a few months ago, I said, I've been seeing a lot of stuff like online about ADHD, and I think I have it. Like, what do you think? And he said, you're just now figuring that out? Mind you, we've been married 22 years this October. Yeah. So, anyway, so what we're going to do is that I will do a video. In the video, I'm going to actually put pictures with the names, who we assign them to. So come on back. I'm going to take this live stream and edit it and put in pictures with the names so you can see who I assigned what. And the great part is they're just not going to be called names on our farm. These are actually going to be their registered names with the American Dairy Goat Association. So we thank you for that. All right. Without further ado, now what we're going to do is we're going to do our raffle. And I'm going to show you that I wrote everybody's name once who submitted names for the goats. David, I'm going to give them to you. I'm going to show them. I'm going to have you fold them and put them in the hat. Okay. All right. The first one is our friend Joy from Taiwan. And then one of our viewers, Genius Grace, submitted names. Another one of our viewers, Smoky Weed.
Oh, interesting.
And of course, our name giver. Ooh, hold on. Name giver. Joyful Farmer. And I believe this is the Campbells at Big Time 416. Those are the Campbells. Then this is Tracy at Mueller's Homestead. And last but definitely not least is Mr. Bill from Las Cruces. Yay! All right. Now, if you shake it all up, you want me to draw it or you going to draw?
You can draw because you didn't see me put them in. I'm shaking them all up.
I did not.
Nothing in
All
the
right.
hands.
You excited? You excited? So this drawing is for a bar of soap of your choice. My whipped tallow body butter and my goat milk lotion, 8 ounces of goat milk lotion. So you ready?
For all three.
For all three?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
A package deal. That's a package deal.
As a thank you for those who faithfully follow us. And the winner is Genius Grace.
Yay!
So I'm going to do a runner-up. So Genius Grace, when you see this, if you could please email me at maplewoodhomestead2017@gmail.com. Please send that to me, and I will go ahead and with your name and your address, and I will mail this out to you. Now I'm going to pick 2 more in case Genius doesn't make it. The next one in line will be Smoky Weed. Smoky Weed. Smoky Weed is the next one. And let me do one more as my second backup. Okay, let's see. And my last one is Joyful Farmer. Joyful Farmer. So Kendall, you will be in line. So if our first one, I'm going to give 3 days to hear a response. And after that 3rd day, if I don't hear, I will go to the next and then to the next. I think that's fair. What do you guys think? I think that works. What do you think? Does that work?
If that's what you want to do, that's what we're doing.
How come that doesn't work in any other situation?
That's not what this video is all about. We're trying to talk about goat names.
So that's all we have for that. And I didn't want it to take too long, but we've been talking. So if you guys want to hang around, we can talk a little bit more. It has been insane. I don't know I don't talk. I don't speak often. I don't know what the weather like. I don't know what the weather's been like where you are. If you're not from Tennessee, go ahead and put in the chat box what the weather's been like for you. I've heard a little bit. Bill, how was your experience?
we know what it's like windy, being windy in Las Cruces, but it sounded like you had wind storms more like sandstorms they have in the Middle East or something.
Yeah,
because I remember some of those being there. They had
canceled
brownouts,
school.
and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
That the winds were blowing so hard.
Mm-hmm.
They were like tornado force straight winds, but
Mm-hmm.
kicking up sand and everything. And
Right.
it's like, hey, but if you wanted to go outside, Bill, and exfoliate your skin, I understand it was a pretty good deal. I mean, it was for free, so
Yeah.
you just go out there.
I would love if everyone could put in the chat box where you are from, please. Where you are from. All of the people who are viewing today, can you please put where you are from and what the weather was like?
Yeah.
What was the weather like? In North, I forgot Joyful Farmer,
North Carolina, or
aka Kendall, is in North Texas.
North Texas. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you in the Panhandle? Is she in the Panhandle, or just more
I don't
north?
know.
Panhandle's more west. So
I don't know.
So North Texas up there.
She told me, and I can't remember because that's what comes with being my age.
No. Well, I've driven many times in the Panhandle of Texas during the wintertime, and it will freeze over. I mean, they can get bad ice storms, but that's not what this was. This is the wind and tornadoes and stuff like that too. So that was in that dip.
Yeah.
That might have been something they were probably rocking and rolling in
Right,
there
right.
as well.
I want to tell you guys, I know a lot of you that are here on our live stream, we want to tell you how much we appreciate you. I know that we're still a small channel and we have all the subscribers we need. We don't have the watch hours yet, but I'm kind of determined this year. I've been talking, I don't know if any of you watch Sage and Stone Homestead. She has been really helpful to me as far, she's a larger channel, and she's kind of blown up here recently, but she's been super helpful in helping me figure out YouTube, the analytics, because I've kind of been discouraged a little bit, and like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this, because honestly, she lives in Midland. Oh, she lived in Midland as a kid. No, Midland is not. We actually have friends.
She's north of Dallas Fort Worth right now.
Yeah.
from
Okay,
what she was
squirrel.
saying.
Squirrel.
Yeah, it's
See,
okay.
there it is again.
I'll keep an eye on that. I'll keep one half eye on that.
You'll be the moderator since Matthew's not.
I'll keep a half eye on that one.
But we appreciate you guys. We know it's been a long time since we had a live. We kind of had life issues go on over the winter. Kind of knocked me off my mojo, and but it's good. Everything, God is good all the time. Life is good.
That's right.
No matter what's going on.
That's right.
We definitely are looking forward to this year. I am still going to keep making videos. I've kind of come to I'm just going to make them, and whatever happens, happens. Whatever God wants to do with it, God will do with it. And that's kind of where we're going to go with it.
I'm going to just piggyback on that. And thank you for all your support, too, by watching it and sharing it with other people.
Yeah.
Of course, if you're into this YouTube thing, if you're making them for yourself, as you already know, that the more people that subscribe to your channel and it gets pushed out, the more watch hours you're going to get to. It's kind of all connected there. Think about Joyful Farmer. She lived in Midland as a kid, not too far from New Mexico. I know exactly where Midland is. I've been there a few times myself.
We actually stopped at a friend's house and stayed there on the moving from Las Cruces to Tennessee.
That's right.
Because remember I forget why am I not remember their last names? I see their faces. I see their kids.
Oh, yeah.
We stayed at their house on our move out here, so we know where Midland is.
Yeah.
So
it's definitely Midland, big oil industry out there because it's connection with East New Mexico and then West Texas and huge out there. Dry, very dry.
So I have a question. Since you are our faithful watchers, the people that are on here now, you as our faithful watchers, what kinds of videos are you most interested in? I mean, should we do lives once a month? Should we, because I put a post up before, not many people responded, maybe 6 people responded, but should we do lives only once a month or maybe every other week? Because we can schedule that in. Should we do more educational, stick more with the education, like 70 and then 30% vlogs, or should we do 50-50 vlogs and educational?
Okay, you lost me already. Okay, so she's using
Content.
Technical terms.
Content.
Right, I know, vlogs and stuff like
Hi,
verbal.
Beth Ann. Beth Ann is here too.
Hi, Beth Ann. But tell me what a vlog. Tell me what a vlog is.
Is where
I think they know, but
they do. It's where I walk around and go a day in the life. Just showing what we're doing as the Libbies on Maplewood Homestead.
I think this is pretty entertaining myself, honestly. So for live
You think
stuff.
you're that funny? Do you really think you're...
I look in the mirror every morning and I either go, ah, or I go, wow, all right, he's pretty good. How about you? Yeah.
So vlogs are just more like just what we're doing in our life and showing you. So like when we had to burn the horns on the goat, you know, this is what we're doing.
Right.
You can do it that way, or you can do it more educational where I'm like, this is how we disbud the goats.
Right.
You know, so I know some of you like Bill and Beth Ann just come and like see what the Libbies are up to.
Yeah.
Where some other people might come on to learn more about goats or rabbits. I don't know.
If you have any suggestions, put them in the comments. Send us an email. We read them. We take a look at them. I think we're going to continue to build content that's a mix of all these things right now. In one sense, the live streams, which are fun. We may or may not switch to a TikTok. We'll do YouTube once in a while.
No, we can
do both.
Easy,
Okay. All right.
easy,
Yeah.
easy.
See, Nancy keeps me up to date on the technology stuff.
Not.
She's always, kind of going, hey, you should think about Facebook. I'm like, I don't want to think about Facebook.
He doesn't even do Facebook. Okay.
I'm on Facebook.
He doesn't use Facebook. Yeah.
But anyways, that's
Beth Ann.
another.
Woohoo, Beth Ann.
Yes.
What do you like seeing? What kind of content do you like seeing? I mean, I know some of you like just the what are we up to. I do have a lot of view hours from, I'm sure Beth Ann and Bill are not like down with how to fix gangrene mastitis in a goat's udder. I'm not seeing that.
I wasn't either, but it happened.
Yeah, Beth Ann.
It's a thing. Yeah.
Beth Ann doesn't do TikTok.
Yeah.
But then we just decided to do TikTok because since we work in the Asian countries, they have our information anyway. It's not a big deal. But yeah, so we'll have to see. They don't do TikTok. Some people don't do TikTok.
That's fine. So, yeah. We'll keep doing YouTube stuff. I like
but educational wise, what do you want to see more on rabbits, pigs, goats?
I'm not doing exotic animals. No, I'm not planning on getting any.
No emus?
No emus. My uncle some years ago had a small emu farm, ranch, whatever you call it, in Sulphur Springs, Texas. And I remember visiting him one time, and I was not a fan. Now, I'm a fan of eating emu, actually, because he gave us a roast. It was good. The eggs are good. They look like miniature avocados. But I have no desire to raise emu, so we're not doing exotic animals. So don't ask about that, okay? We have, if we see a snake once in a while, that's about as exotic as we get.
Or possums.
Well,
Possums
that's kind of normal.
What'd she say? She shops from Temu anyway, so the fact that they don't do Temu. Right. And I think when the U.S. got involved with TikTok, it probably put a little bit more accountability. Who knows? Yeah. Actually, who really knows? But
you don't have to answer right now, okay? Yeah. We don't want to put any llamas. No llamas. They spit more than camels, I think. So
Kendall, what animals do you have?
Yeah, that's.
Kendall, what animals? I know you have goats, and Lukey the cat. Luke the cat, not Lukey.
I was going to say, put an extra E on that.
But I don't know what else you have. And the other thing I want to tell you, we appreciate you guys come to the live because that actually helps us to build our watch hours too. Our goal for YouTube. David and I are naturally teachers. Mm-hmm. It's in our blood. Me with homeschooling. Me with homeschooling and teaching online, and David having been in the public school and teaching on Tutor ABC with us. Oops, right. I said the name coming. Actually, if anyone is interested in becoming a English as a second language teacher and you have a bachelor's degree and have taught anything, go ahead and give me a shout out. Email me if you want to learn how to make a little extra money with a side gig early in the morning. Okay. Anyway, we're both naturally teachers, so teaching on YouTube is a big thing for us. Eventually, we have dreams. Beth Ann likes them. Yeah. I don't know if this is going to happen, but our goal what we would like to do, and we've been praying about and hoping to see, is we would like to use, well, TikTok just helps supplement the income for our farm, number one. Not TikTok. Yeah, YouTube. Did I say TikTok or did I say?
You said TikTok.
YouTube. TikTok isn't going to make any
Well, YouTube's not supplementing yet.
What
It's
I'd
still
like,
not there. That would be nice.
Let me say this again.
Or I could set this up really good. Some future plans, perhaps. It doesn't mean that's going to happen because we're not sure. We're trying, that's for sure. But before we do that, Joyful Farmer says chickens, ducks, geese. I did that on purpose. You see what I did there? I did that on purpose.
She had a rabbit, but would love to learn.
More about pigs. I can help you with a little bit with pigs. First things first. Have a better plan than we did to make sure that you deliver them and put them in.
You're doing the ADD thing. You're changing the topic.
I'm only going right there. See, look, pigs.
We were
More about pigs. I know.
I know.
I know. Pigs, right there. Pigs. I'm responding as it comes in.
We're not the only married couple that talks like this. Okay, so.
We'll do some more about pigs.
Pause.
No.
Yeah.
We'll do some more about pigs. Nancy was starting to talk about possible
Our
dreams.
Our
Dreams.
Dreams.
Okay. Future possible plans for Maplewood Homestead.
As teachers.
Because we are teachers. Yeah. I want to lump it all into one category right now and branch off from there. You've heard of ag tourism. Ag tourism probably has many other different branches. Farm stays, educational workshops where people come in and get hands-on instead of just watching the YouTube videos.
Right. Because it's scary. I know, we've had, we don't charge for it. Well, we'd have people come in and do chicken processing because a big scary part for people is the actual dispatch. And I get that because I know when we first started, like, moms are nurturers. So that is like the opposite of nurturing is unaliving things, which you have to say unalive. Did you know you have to say unalive on social media now? Because if you say the other word that begins with a K, you get censored. Yes.
No.
Yes. Or you say dispatch. Okay.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We turn chickens into zombies here at Maplewood.
So anyways, a lot of people struggle with that whole concept of dispatch, and it's very intimidating. So a lot of people, and some people don't know, they want to just get their hands on it and see if it's something they could actually do. So we thought, we do run free workshops at the moment. I think those days are probably coming to an end. So we'd like to eventually have a tiny house on our property and convert it to an Airbnb.
Yes. Sorry, I'm laughing. Not at you, sweetheart. I'm laughing at Bill Fuller's comment. I'm sorry. Okay. He's making me go ADHD live on camera. You're not helping Bill. But if I did get a llama, I would name it Loogie. I love it. Loogie. That's awesome.
Back to what I was saying. I'm supposed to be the one that's all over the
No, that's funny, though.
It funny. Is. Loogie the llama.
I know. It just rolls off the tongue.
So, having a tiny house.
I'm sorry. Beth Ann is just as bad. Okay, sorry. I saw it.
We want to have a tiny house.
Yes.
Or something like it, whatever we can afford to do, and have it on the property because we're not getting younger. So we want to create something here in our homestead that we can continue to do well into our retirement years because honestly, it's work that doesn't feel like work. It's work that brings joy. It's work that has meaning and purpose. And I only feel like agricultural lifestyle is a God-honoring lifestyle. I can't tell you, and I know many of you agree with this, watching animals be born, even using them for food, I have to pray before dispatch. Mm-hmm. I have to pray when I do the rabbits. I have to pray and I do the work and then honor that animal's life that God gave us by using every part of it that I can. I honestly feel that way every time. And I know we say that about all of our animals. Like none of our animals' lives are taken lightly. Mm-hmm. Even when, unfortunately, sometimes baby rabbits don't make it.
Baby chicks.
The chicks.
You know, I mean.
Well, you can talk about okay.
Are you going to go off on this now? Because
This is going to probably be a video at some point.
yeah, it's
But
got
I'm gonna
to
let
we got to
you.
make this.
I'm
one
gonna
a
let
video.
you tell the story. You can tell the story. We will replay it in a video, but you can
Yeah.
give them the story. Y'all gotta hear this. This is terrible. You guys know how last year we started our chicken business, right? Yeah. We also applied for a grant, which we're waiting to hear on, right? And I'm down with what's going with our current administration's doing and trying to clean house. I get that, but it has stalled the whole grant answers in it. So that went on. We haven't heard about the grant. And then we ordered the first round of chicks. We're going to do 4 rounds of chicks this year instead of 3. We ordered the first 100 and tell them what happened. How long do baby chicks survive in transit?
We had a hatch date on a Monday. You got about 48 hours after hatching where the baby chick can still live off its own
Its yolk. It
Yolk,
absorbs
yeah.
the yolk and lives off of it.
right before it needs full heat lamps and water and feed
Food,
and,
yeah.
and food
Mhm.
and stuff like that. So 48 hours is the golden time.
Right.
Um,
And usually what happens, we order them.
we order them and it's usually 2 days.
Right.
In 2 days, they're
Mhm.
the post office is calling, hey, come get your baby chicks.
Mhm.
We pick them up, put them right in the brooder, and usually 2 or 3. I'm trying
Don't
to
make
say
it. Don't make
don't
it.
make. Yeah, I'm trying to say they listed some Fuller's listed something here.
You just pay attention.
But yes, no, they
Sorry.
listed. They gave me some synonyms to say. Unalive dispatch, no pulse, chicken sandwich, same thing. So yes,
They didn't make it.
unfortunately, this time from the same hatchery. I don't know why. It took.
It wasn't the
4
hatchery. It wasn't the hatchery.
No. What I mean is, we order them from the same hatchery. We've only had 2 or 3 that haven't made it. That's normal. That's attrition rate. It happens. They put in extra baby chicks. Those of you that do this, you know this already.
Mhm.
It took 4 days to even get to our local post office for us to go pick them up and put them in the brooder. The post office.
And that night number 3 was really cold.
Yeah. So there's in transit. You had cold temperatures, just bad weather in one sense, and it took in 2 extra days to get here. So
You can guess what happened.
at least 50% of those chicks didn't make it.
There was more.
At least 50. Yeah.
It was
yeah.
the smell of death in a box.
Yeah, the post office workers locally, they had to put it in a different room, and they said that's the first thing they told me
Mm-hmm.
was the smell. I've got a little video stuff of me talking about it on the way there. We'll put it in the clip and everything. And we out of 110, we're down to 8
Yes.
for our first batch. No joke. And that is, from a business standpoint, that is a loss. That's a major loss there. We got some. The hatchery was nice enough to refund a big portion of that, but not all, which I get.
They reimbursed us for the cost of the chicks
Yeah.
that passed, because at the time I think we had 10 left when we called.
Right.
So they reimbursed us for 90 birds, and then we ate the cost of shipping.
Right. And I just had one not make it this morning, so we're down to 8 out of that first batch. Now, maybe we just ordered too early. We're learning from it. Maybe we're not supposed to be doing the chicken business. I don't know.
Taking 4 days is 2 days
It's-
too long.
And the thing is, from where we live,
Mhm.
in 6 hours one way, we could drive to the hatchery, pick them up, 6 hours back. But
That's a
the
lot of gas
cost,
money.
the cost
Yeah.
is not prohibitive for us. I mean, it costs more in gas to do that.
It
but
was really.
it's only 6 hours away from our
It was
farm.
really discouraging, and so no, it wasn't. We lost. Okay, so monetarily we lost postage, right? We had to pay the postage, so we had to eat that.
And-
That wasn't bad. That was $50.
Yeah.
And then we paid for the other chicks. Okay, so it was really a $50 loss. But what's worse as a loss is now we've lost time, which is of the essence when you're raising an animal on pasture like chickens, because we only have to the end of October. And I had been a suitable helper, I hope, and got a schedule together
Yeah.
of we built in if we have the chickens for this long, and then after processing we can have a week to breathe, take a week off, and get the next batch in. And doing it this way has now messed up our timeline. And so by default we can only do 3 batches this year, the
If-
same as last year.
If we decide
is
that,
okay.
if we even decide, we came to a business plan. We'll talk more about it on the video, but yeah, it's a loss of revenue too, obviously, since we're doing this as a business for the farm. But,
that's
we'll factor that in later. Yeah.
Right. So that was a big hit. But moving forward, another business we'd like to get involved with besides the soap we really like doing. And David actually helps me with the soap now, which has been a huge help. So I'm going to teach him how to make the whipped towel and stuff next. And now that the girls are back in milk, I have a bunch of frozen milk anyways for the lotion. Definitely want to set up an Airbnb on site. We live on a main road that goes to Reelfoot. Thank you, Beth Ann. Goes to Reelfoot Lake. There's a big fishing season and a big duck hunting season here, and hunters are always looking for a place to stay. So that's one way that it could be rented out. People who want to come and stay and learn about farming and get their hands on some of the stuff that we do and see if it's a lifestyle they would like, or even people just want to get out of the city for a while and come stay in the country and go see the pigs and the ducks and the chickens and the
listen
goats.
to the birds and the air and relax.
It's a dream and it's a goal for us, and that's within the next 5 years we're going to try and get that going, because as we get older we want to ease into something that would be easy for us to manage as we get older. We're trying to build in systems within our animals to make it easier, work hard, smarter, not harder. And that will include breed selections as we get older, smaller. I've been even toying with the idea of mini LaManchas as I get older. They're not bad. They're very... What? You don't know what a mini LaMancha is?
Yeah, you've mentioned that before, but I'm okay with this LaMancha. I don't mini size.
LaManchas, my earless wonders are... actually, I got to tell you, my friend Danielle, who's purchasing Maple's boy, Vincent Van Goat, she came up with that name. I was rolling because he has no ears. Like, it's like somebody cut off his ears, and I thought that was absolutely adorable. Anyway, we would love to have people come stay with us, and it's something we could do. So that's a dream. At this point, it's a dream and something we're working towards. But in the meantime, chickens and soap and
a little bit of pigs, a little bit of rabbit.
And we weren't sure if you were going to, I think the really cool part is when David first came out of teaching, we were going to do some of this stuff kind of as, a side thing until he decided, well, what do I want to do next? Which is awesome that we had that flexibility. But I think he's decided that he just really likes doing this stuff with me here. We kind of it's kind of nice being together.
It is. It is. The other thing is we're learning how to live with each other 24/7 before I even get to retirement age. I can't tell you how many stories I've heard of friends at work like, oh my gosh, my husband's going to drive me nuts because he's retired, or my wife's going to drive me nuts because she's retired, and we have to live with each other. We have to figure out. We're ahead of that power curve right now, let me tell you.
And the kids are off doing their own thing a lot. Yeah. So it's been interesting, and it's been an adjustment, and we figured it out.
Maybe we'll make a video about that too or something, and talk more about it because it's real.
Yeah.
Relationships are real. If you're around each other for any length of time, lots of prayer. Sometimes you just got to go, I'm going to go feed the pigs. Well, they're more interesting right now, the pigs. Good night, Beth Ann.
No,
yeah. I thought you said good night already. I'm like, man, it's early.
She said, good thing we like each other. Did I say I like? No, I'm just kidding.
Throw the flag.
But I think the interesting part is as the kids get older, DJ's engaged. DJ's getting married August 9th. Yes, DJ's getting married August 9th.
Wow.
And just a word on that. I know that they're young, and I'm okay with that, because the thing I have a lot of hope in is that both he and his fiancée are Christians. Both he and his fiancée seek advice and actually take it. So for really young kids to do that is pretty, I'm a little shocked in a good way. Yeah. I'm good. I'm happily shocked. Yeah. So I think they're going to be fine, but it's very exciting for us. So August 9th, we'll have to
videotape it too. Make it live.
No, we're not.
Okay, no.
David would kill us.
Oh, stop right there. YouTube shot. Yeah. No, we'll take pictures. We'll post it, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, is there anything else you want to talk about with everybody?
No, because we still have to get our thoughts organized. If you can, again, imagine.
I gotta go milk.
Yeah,
Strawberry.
yeah, and baby goat, right?
Oh, he doesn't get fed till later.
Oh, he's gonna
Baby
holler.
goat got kicked out of the house.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Baby
Did
goat,
you? Yeah.
I liked having the baby goat in the house, but I also didn't like having the baby goat in the house. I had
Yeah.
to tape diapers around him, but he only gets 3 bottles a day now. He got demoted to 3 bottles a day, and he tells me every time I go down there how upset he is with me for it.
Oh yeah. And then he tells me. He's like tells me his problems. I'm gonna go take it up with mom.
Has he tried to eat your pants yet?
Yes.
He's like, I'm
Yes.
hungry. I'm
Yes.
hungry. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Organized thoughts. Yeah, we'll try to get organized. We'll try. And thank you,
Thank you,
Joyful
Kendall.
Farmer and
Thank you
Joyful
for
Farmer
yours, Kendall.
Kendall. Thank you, Kendall,
Mhm.
for congratulating. Yes, continue to pray for that. We'll try to do some more live stuff too. I think
Yeah.
when it comes down to
yeah.
it.
Would twice a month be too much? If you could please type in the comments, I really would like. Is
Yeah.
twice a month too much for live stream? Should we only do it once a month? What do you guys think? And what days are best? Saturday nights? Are they the best for you guys? Please let me know, because I want to tailor our channel to what you guys want and need and like to see, not just
Yep,
randomly
yep.
throwing things.
And I'm going to try some of that carnivore soup that Nancy made here in just a moment.
Oh my
I'm starting to
gosh.
get hungry
It's
now.
called
Yeah, because it looked good.
carnivore-
It's got bacon in it, so
Look at-
I'm sold.
bacon cheeseburger soup.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go.
It was Saturdays for
Yeah.
Saturday afternoon.
We're thinking
about this
Saturday.
time.
Yeah.
It was so good. Oh my word. Oh my gosh.
All right.
Matthew loved it. You got to try it.
I am.
Yes.
I am. Because
We-
now I'm getting hungry.
I thank you guys so much. We love you all. Thank you so much for loving us and supporting us from afar and near. We have some friends here that
Yeah.
live in town. We love you all. We thank you for your love and your support as always. Please like, subscribe, share. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Probably not Saturdays.
Okay. Great. Fantastic.
I'll make
It's
sure.
goodbye.
Yes.
Alas, it is but goodbye.
We have to say goodbye. Everyone have a safe night and blessings for tomorrow. We'll see you later.
Bye now. Now let me see if I